Welcome back. Now, it has been more than half a century since the United States severed diplomatic ties with Cuba at the height of the Cold War. But now it's time for change, with the US President announcing the reopening of embassies. The move has been hailed by the media as the start of a new era.
The White House has also not ruled out a presidential trip to Cuba before President Obama leaves office. That would be astounding.
I think for the administration's perspective, this is a key legacy piece.
The historic change happening today.
Seeing the Cuban flag fly over the building behind me soon will be historic.
Well, the countries have a long road to go to a budding friendship, with plenty of obstacles still ahead.
Pero esta no será posible mientras exista el bloqueo. No se devuelva el territorio ilegalmente ocupado por la base naval de Guantánamo.
That was Raúl Castro in January when he first met Barack Obama. The thorny topic of returning Guantanamo Bay surfaced again after relations entered a new era with the announcement of the embassy's reopening. But here's what the US Minister of Defense had to say in response.
No anticipation and no plan with respect to the Guantanamo Bay Naval Station in Cuba.
Well, earlier we heard from political analyst Daniel Shaw. He believes that the US strategy towards Cuba is, in reality, unchanged.
Well, if the United States was truly sincere about respecting Cuban sovereignty and human rights, they would first return Guantanamo Bay to the Cuban people, to the Cuban government, where it belongs. It's incredible. It's an incredible double standard that we would expect any sovereign country to allow U.S. bases in their territory. We couldn't imagine for a second that Cuba would insist upon having any type of military base outside of Cuba, in Florida or anywhere in the United States. So there's still a number of stumbling blocks to have truly reciprocal, respectful relations between the two countries. It's really just a Trojan horse type strategy, trying to mask their true intentions of recolonizing Cuba, of tapping into Cuban markets, and returning Cuba to a status that it had before 1959 as a neo-colony of the United States.